Look who just walked in and sat down on the B96 Comcast couch. Carlos Mencia! Carlos, what's up, buddy?
How you doing, man?
It's good to turn on the mic.
Oh, yeah, it's good if you turn
That
on.
might help.
Yeah, it might help if I can hear.
Did you survive that big storm last night?
Yeah.
Were you able to watch your in-room porno?
No, you couldn't, because all the in-room stuff was, you change the channel and it'd say disconnected and all that kind of stuff, so you couldn't get to it.
Even the cable was doing tornado warnings last night. That was different than anything we've had here.
Yeah.
They don't even get that kind of. They said it was called Texas lightning.
Is that what they called it?
Yeah. Each bolt has like a big belt buckle on it, and it goes whoa off the back of a truck.
I don't know. I was very gay last night, but I was by myself, so thank God. You know what I mean? Well, when the lightning struck and this whole thing, I got really scared. I got very, feminine.
Squealing like a ninny.
Yeah, it was. I don't think it was squealing. It was more kind of tone.
Okay.
But anyway, don't tell anybody.
Carlos Mencia will be at Close Range Tour in Chicago, Rosemont.
Sponsored by Bud Light.
October 24th. CarlosMencia.com for tickets. Bud Light, but every time we talk to you, we got to ask you about
We
the
just
Bud Light.
added a show. That's
another
why.
one?
Yeah, we added a
Another
show
one?
on the 25th. Yeah, because that one sold out pretty much. So that's what it is.
Yay!
So
when
we're
they
adding
say-
a show.
When they say an 80-city tour, it's not just 80 shows.
No, we're doing a lot of multiple shows. Yeah, it's crazy.
Hey, dude, there's this big, huge controversy in America this morning.
Yes.
With McDonald's and the
Right.
double cheeseburger.
Wow, what's going on with that?
On the 99-cent, on the dollar menu?
Yeah.
Okay.
Prices of cheese are going up so much that instead of 2 pieces of meat and 2 pieces of cheese, they're going to have 2 pieces of meat and 1 piece of cheese.
And people
And
are
same
pissed
price.
off. A double cheeseburger has to have 2 pieces of cheese. I said, from the mind of Mencia, what do you think?
I agree. Listen.
Really?
Yeah, because these are poor people. You can't take cheese away from poor people. Are you serious? When you're ghetto and you're broke and you can actually take your dumb kids to McDonald's, that's the treat. You can't take your babies to McDonald's talking about here's half the cheese of last time. Come on, man. Seriously. No. Listen, to you it's different. When you're rich, it doesn't matter.
Carlos,
if you
I
got
got more than
money.
you.
No, I'm serious.
Really?
When you're on welfare and government cheese and you finally get McDonald's cheese, you're going to take half of my cheese away? Are you serious?
But don't bag on government cheese, because government cheese is good.
I love government cheese. Government cheese is the best tasting cheese. The problem, it doesn't melt easily.
Yeah.
That's serious.
Yeah.
You try to make a grilled cheese and like it isn't even melted, and the buns or whatever you do, the bread's all burnt and hot, and
George Foreman
It's
grill, it
still-
takes like 3 days.
you can't do it. You can't do
I'm
it.
with you on that.
You can't, but you cannot take half the cheese away from poor people. That is not cool. Now, listen, if it was we can't put enough seeds in the Great Poupon, I don't care. I don't care.
What if they left
People
2
in
pieces
first class can only get crackers, no cheese? I don't care.
What if they left the 2 pieces of cheese on but raised the price?
No, you can't do that. It's poor people food. Come on,
You want
man.
McDonald's to
It's the
take a loss,
99
though, for
cent-
poor people?
Yes.
What if you have stock in McDonald's?
I have stock in McDonald's. They
Well.
serve billions of people. You can't. Come on, seriously.
Yeah.
How about they get creative about it? How about they get you take out the center of the cheese and leave the outside
Like Swiss cheese.
so it looks like you're eating cheese from the outside. As long as you can lie to your kids, what you don't want is your kid to be like, "We going to McDonald's. We going to." How come I only got half the cheese, Mama? That's what you don't want. You don't want your. I'm serious, because I grew up in the projects, and I'm telling you, if they would have gypped me like that, it would have killed me, man. Because
Like getting a Happy Meal with Hot Wheels with 2 wheels on the car.
Here's the difference. To me today, right, Fogo de Chao is a treat. All you can eat meat. I dig that. But that's me now. Back then, it was going to McDonald's. That was we didn't go there all the time. So when my dad actually took the time to say, "Hey, we're not going to eat rice and beans today, everybody," we'd all be like, "We're going to McDonald's. We're going to McDonald's."
But
You
there's
know
only
what I
half the
mean?
cheese today.
Yeah,
that would have killed
but there's
the
only
move.
half the cheese. We'd have been like, "What? No, we're going to Jack in the Box." Let's do that, man.
Carlos, how many
That's
kids
not
do you have?
cool. I only got one.
You
Man.
only got one kid?
But I'm one of 18, so I don't.
Yeah.
We don't need that many kids in my
What
family.
the hell was an order at McDonald's for 18 like?
My dad would literally. I remember my dad at one point in time ordering 23 Happy Meals. I'm
Here's
not even
Mr.
kidding
Mencia
you.
at the drive-thru.
I'm not even kidding you. I remember one time we were in the car we were in the car, and there were like 12 of us in this car. It was a Gran Torino, and there were like 12 of us. And my dad ordered. Like, you remember the Gran Torino? So my dad ordered. Not only did my dad have a Gran Torino, but he painted it like the Starsky and Hutch car because it kind of looked like it. And we couldn't get red paint, so it was kind of brownish with the little white with the little white Nike swoosh on it. I'm not even kidding you. But my dad ordered like
Rust red.
my dad ordered like 13 meals and stuff. And the lady was like, is this for here to go? And my dad was like, no, we're going to eat it in the car. And the lady was like, really? And my dad got mad. Yes, you want to come out and count the people inside my car?
Oh, man.
Could you imagine had they gypped us on that? I mean, dude, seriously. Like, my dad, every once in a while, look, this is how poor we were. We couldn't afford to go to the park, but my dad wanted to take us to a really nice place. There's a place in Los Angeles called Rose Hills. It's a mortuary. I didn't know it was a mortuary until I got older. My dad would take us to a mortuary, whip out the barbecue grill, and grill. I swear to God. I'm not kidding you, man. And I didn't realize it because he would go to the places where people hadn't been buried yet. You know what I mean? But it started getting full.
That's a barbecue pit, kids.
Hey, Dad, how come
They're
this
going
is
to put
getting
a
more
pig in there to
craft
watch.
every year?
Exactly, man. Why do we
Just
move
a
every time? We
or
don't have a
what?
spot at this park, Dad.
Oh, man.
Yeah,
He couldn't afford to go to the park. Why? Was the park cost money?
You know what it was? I don't know what it was. His whole deal was like the park has people and you have to, and the cops come around and all this stuff. So
It's quieter
I
there.
was like, whatever. It was awesome. It was the best. There were rose gardens everywhere. I mean, it was awesome.
And you go pick the flowers, probably, right?
And you know, the weird thing is that every time we went, somebody would come up to us and my dad would walk away and then he would come back and everything was cool. And I didn't know what it was. Later, I found out that my dad would lie to him and tell him, he would basically tell him that we had a dead relative there and that he would,
waiting for the funeral.
Yeah, my dad would be like, listen, it's because my brother, he's buried here and we used to go to the park together. So now we pretend that this is the park. So that we can, you know, and they would be like, oh, okay, sorry. Exactly. Right? Exactly. We're grilling, dude. We got a little Coleman grill next to like Betty, who died in 1972. You know what I'm saying? I was like,
Cremation's
what?
done here.
This is creepy, Dad. Yeah. But my dad was awesome, man. But I can't imagine us going to pick up McDonald's on that special day.
Yeah.
Going there and getting half the cheese because, you know, Mickey D's isn't making enough money. I mean, to me, it's like, how much money do you people? And I own stock in Mickey D's.
Do you
how
really?
much money? Yeah. How much money do you really need to make?
Wish
Come
I
on.
knew that, you know, back in like before I was born.
That you
could
could
go back to
invest?
before I was born and buy some Mickey D stock.
Could you imagine, man? Buy stock in that or Microsoft or Apple or any of that stuff?
Oh, Google.
Yeah.
Google.
Could you imagine if one damn stock, one piece of Google stock, I'd be retired right now.
Yeah, exactly.
Give me the book. Biff.
Are you good into finances? Because I'm
doing all right.
Are you do your own money?
Not my own, but I'm doing, I'm doing good. I'm not losing money in this really horrible market. So I'm doing pretty
Your
good
house
right
isn't
now.
being foreclosed.
Hey,
No.
Hey, when all else fails and you got nothing, all your money, and you're losing your house, you still want to laugh. It's the only way to deal with it, right?
Yeah, you know what? But the weird part was, this is the weird part. Like when I first was thinking about going on tour was the beginning of the year, and all of my people were like, do not go on tour, bro. This is the bad year. People don't have money. And people are pissed off. And I'm like, so you're telling a comedian that people are pissed and they need to be happy and I'm not supposed to go on the road?
Yeah.
Like, that's the stupidest thing I ever heard. Of course I'm going on the road. And they're like, well, you're not going to make as much money. And I'm like, oh, boo-hoo. I'm only gonna make 90,000 instead of 100 grand. Oh, I'm gonna go tell everybody about that. They'll understand.
Yeah,
that's why
we
crazy.
That's why we added a third show because nobody bought tickets to the other one.
Yeah,
right?
it's retarded. It's stupid, man. You just go out there and you have fun, and I mean, but we're a spoiled country. You know what I mean? That's just straight up. We're spoiled.
We bitch about bottled water when 90% of the country or the world can't even get fresh water.
Exactly.
We have to have designer bottled water,
Exactly.
which pisses me off.
We have good water. Look, we have water that will not give you diarrhea. Even Mexico doesn't have that. You know what I'm saying? We have tap water that won't give you diarrhea. What do we have? Oh my God, Dasani tastes like it has metal in it. Then don't buy it. Then you have other people. Fiji is the best. Whatever. It's water. Just drink it. Drink the water. Stop.
B96.